Hi YouTube, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Cameron. So today I'm doing my how to survive college video. So this is like part 2 of a little series I'm doing on my channel. First I did a how to survive high school video, and now I'm doing a how to survive college video, and then I'll talk about my high school experience. If you watched my first video, then make sure you go watch that video because I literally just finished filming it like 5 minutes ago. So make sure you go watch it. For those of you who don't know, I go to Southern University and A&M College in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. In August, I'll officially be a senior in college. I'm graduating in May. And so I've been at college since August of 2018. So I've been there for almost 3 years. I'm knowledgeable enough to be able to make an advice video and tell you, those of you who have just graduated from high school, who are about to be freshmen in college, I feel like I can give you advice on how to survive college because I've been there for so long. If you like the video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on your post notifications so you'll be notified whenever I post a new video. And make sure to follow me on Instagram at Cameron_Martin_. So without further ado, let's get into this video. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I've been in college for 3 years now. I only have 1 more year left and I'll be graduating May 2022. So I'll say so far, academically, I've done really well in school. When I said going into college that I wasn't gonna put so much emphasis on my grades like I did in high school, but I think it's just in my nature to do really well in school, as weird as that sounds. You don't have to get all A's in college, because when you leave college and you try to get a job, employers don't really care about that, but we'll get into that. So my first piece of advice, whatever college you're going to, try to take a visit down to that college and try to explore the campus before you start school in the fall. Just to like get a feel for the campus, see what the environment is like, see what the atmosphere is like, see if you vibe with it, see if you can see yourself being there for the next 4 years of your life. And also make sure your financials are set up and ready to go before you start school, because you do not want problems with your financial aid and your scholarships and your loans. You do not want problems with that. So make sure that's taken care of before you start school. And that's not just for incoming freshmen, that's for every year, sophomore, junior, and senior. Make sure that's set up and taken care of. Because trust me, you do not want to be sitting in the financial aid office for hours trying to get your financials in order. It's torture. Just don't do it to yourself. So whenever you get to campus, what I did, I would recommend walking around campus, walking around to all the buildings, and try to find your classes for the first day of school, because you do not want to get lost on your first day of school. Especially if you go to a school that's a really big campus, you do not want to get lost. You do not want to be late on your first day of class. So I would recommend the day before or 2 days before class starts, when you have free time, just walk around the campus and find every single one of your classes so you know where they are. And if you get stuck, if you get lost, if you see somebody walking by, just ask them and they'll tell you where it is. Also, try to join like a group chat for incoming freshmen that are going to your school, that are starting college like you, so that you can kind of meet people and try to get acclimated with people who are in your class with you. Me, I didn't do this because I had no idea about a group chat. I didn't even know how to join a group chat, so I can't tell you how to join a group chat. I still, to this day, have no idea how to join a group chat and how to make this happen. But I think most people your age probably know how this works. So if you have an opportunity to join a group chat for your class, do that, so you can at least know some people before you start school, if you don't know anybody when you start school. So when you get to college, if you're staying on campus and you're living in the dorms, you want to decorate your dorm, you want to look all nice and cute, especially if you're a girl. I recommend get everything from Target and Walmart. Every single thing you could ever need or imagine having for your dorm, you can find it at Target and Walmart. Especially Walmart, because Walmart's cheaper than Target. Find everything at Target and Walmart. And side note, I would say get a mattress pad for your bed, because the mattress that they give you is super hard and rough and you don't want that. And get bed risers for your bed, so your bed can be a little higher so you can store stuff under your bed. Also, for the bathroom, do not, I repeat, do not ever, under any circumstance, walk barefoot in your bathroom. Do not do it. It's gross. It's disgusting. People in college are so disgusting and nasty. You don't know what they do in the bathroom. Do not ever walk barefoot in the bathroom. Always wear slippers when you're in the bathroom. And when you're in the shower, have shower shoes. Do not take a shower barefoot at all. It's gross. Don't do it. Do not forget that. Buy shower shoes. Buy slippers. Do never walk barefoot anywhere in the bathroom. Now, as far as your roommate goes, if you're rooming with someone who isn't your friend, someone who you don't know, someone who's a complete stranger, you do not have to be best friends with the roommate. Of course, it would be cool if you were. More than likely, you guys are not gonna be best friends, especially girls, because girls are weird. Just be nice to each other, be respectful, be cordial, be mindful of each other's space and each other's presence within the room. Don't be, you know, disrespectful, don't be rude, don't be loud, be mindful of them. Hopefully they'll be mindful of you. And if not, establish a good line of communication with your roommate as well, so that things don't fester and boil up and then one of you blows up the other, this big huge thing that could have been avoided. And if you have a roommate who's just difficult and mean and rude and disrespectful, take it to the RA. Dorm is supposed to be your sanctum, it's supposed to be your sanctuary that gives you peace and your home, essentially. So if you have a roommate that's giving you problems, don't deal with that. Move out if you can. Talk to your RA about it and see what the best solution is. And try to be as clean as possible. Do not be nasty. Don't be dirty. Clean up after yourself. If you make a mess in the bathroom, clean it. If you spill some food or drink on the ground in your room, clean it. Don't leave anything dirty laying around or anything smelly food laying around. Clean it. Clean up after yourself. Be mindful of your surroundings and the mess you make in the room or in the bathroom. Either before class or on the first day of school, teacher's gonna give you a syllabus for the class. Review every single syllabus for every single one of your classes. Syllabus will usually say what materials you need for the class. Make sure you get all the materials for the class. I found, as far as the materials for the class, teachers will say you need a certain material, like they'll say you'll need this book for the class, but then the whole semester goes by and they never make one single mention of the book. My advice for that would be, if the teacher never mentions that specific material, don't buy it. I don't want to buy something and then you ended up not needing it and you ended up spending $30 or $40 on it and you never used it. Don't do that. So if they never mention it, don't buy it. But if they do mention it, then obviously you have to buy it. Also on the syllabus, it will talk about the books you need for the class. It'll have a recommended book and then it'll have a required book. Don't get the recommended book because it's not that serious. Always get the required book because that's probably where all the tests are going to be from. So always get the required book and do not buy your books. Don't be dumb like me and buy all your books. I didn't stop buying books until my junior year. Just rent them from Chegg. If you know an older student who took the class, you can maybe borrow the book from them or buy it off of them, whatever. But just rent the books from Chegg and make sure you have all your required and needed materials for every class. And also on the syllabus, it'll talk about every single assignment and every single project that's due for the semester. Make sure you get a planner, write down all your assignments and all your homework and all your projects that are due for the semester. It just helps you stay on top of everything you need to get done so that you're not scrambling last minute when your teacher says, oh, you have a 10-page paper due on Friday, and you're like, what? I had no idea. If you wrote it down at the beginning of the semester, you would know that it was coming, so that ahead of time you knew when to start it, so that when it comes down to the due date, you already have it done and you're not scrambling to try to get it done the last minute. And let me say about homework, assignments, and projects, do not wait until the last minute to get your homework and assignments done. Do it ahead of time. If your teacher assigns an assignment on March 1st and it's not due until March 25th, don't wait until March 23rd to do it. Especially if it's something that's time consuming and it's gonna take you a minute to do it. Don't wait. I can't tell you how many people in college wait until the last minute to get assignments done. Assignments that are gonna take them a minute to do. Like, you don't have to do it the day that they assign it, unless you're just trying to be really on top of it. But at least don't wait anything past like a week before it's due at the very latest. If you want to stay on top of your work, if you don't want to be stressed out, scrambling at the last minute trying to get it done. When you go to college, you'll more than likely have a school email. Check your email every day. My freshman year, I would, like, me personally, my personal email, I suck at checking my email. So when I got to college, I sucked at checking my school email, and so many things I missed because I didn't check it that often. But this last semester, my professor emailed me about an extra credit opportunity, and I saw it, a couple hours late, but I still saw it, and I was able to get extra credit from it. Imagine if I was a person who didn't check my email that often, I would have completely missed that opportunity to earn extra credit in the class. Make sure you check your email as often, as frequently, as regularly as possible. You may not have to check it every single day, but at least every school night, check your email. Sunday through Thursday, check your email, your school email. Check it. Keep up with it because you never know what the school might send you at any given moment. And side note, I would recommend whatever school you're going to, follow the Instagram page because, again, they might put information on the school's Instagram page that will be useful for you to know, that they may not email to you or they may not tell you in class. Also, when it comes time for you to pick your classes, do not pick 8 a.m.s if you can help it. I never knew this until it happened to me. People always tell you do not pick 8 a.m.s because 8 a.m. in college is different from 8 a.m. in high school, and that is so true. Getting up at 7 o'clock in the morning for college is brutal. It's torture. I had an 8 a.m. a couple years ago. I hated it. Getting up at 7 o'clock every other day. Hated it. Any class before 10, don't do it. 10 and later, unless you just like getting up early. But I would recommend 10 a.m. and later for classes. And don't try to overwhelm yourself with too many classes at once. I think 6 classes is a good 5-6 classes, maybe 7 if you really don't have anything else to do. That's a good amount. Anything more or less than that, you're not doing enough or you're doing too much. Anything more than 7 classes in college is just a little much. You don't want to overwhelm yourself, especially as a freshman, especially not as a senior. If you're a senior watching this, I don't know. Yeah, you don't have to do too many classes. Don't try to overwhelm yourself and do the most. Just take it one step at a time with the classes. When it comes to the first day of class, always take notes in your classes. Always take notes, especially if they're talking about a project, an assignment, a homework assignment, something that's due. Even if it's a lecture, always take notes. It'll help you so that when it comes down for a test or something you have a question about, you can just go back to your notes and see what you wrote down, see what the teacher said. It'll help you if you were confused about something regarding a test, a homework assignment, or a project. Also, on the first day of school or within the first week of school, try to join the class group me. That's so helpful. So whenever you're confused about something, you can just go to the group me and you can ask one of your classmates and they can tell you. Maybe if you miss something in class, one of your classmates can help you. I will say a lot of times, there will be times where you're confused about something and you go to your classmates to ask for help. Don't rely too heavily on them because what I found is that people don't know what they're talking about most of the time as far as your classmates. So you're really better off asking the professor for help if you have a question about something. And if you're like too shy to ask them personally, email them and they'll get back to you pretty quickly if you have a teacher who isn't, you know, on games. But so a lot of people will tell you like,
oh, you need to introduce yourself to your teacher on the first day so that they know who you are.
I don't think that's extremely necessary, especially if you're in a big class with 50, 60, 70, 80 kids. There are gonna be 10 other kids in the class who have the same idea as you, who are gonna be introducing themselves to the teacher. So they're definitely not gonna remember you. It's pointless. You don't have to introduce yourself. Like if you watch my high school video, it's the same thing. Just come to class every day, come on time, do not skip class. Do not skip any of your classes. Do all of your assignments. Do all of your homework assignments. Complete all projects with the best of your ability. Be nice to your teachers. Be respectful. Be polite. If you're in a smaller class, if you're in a bigger class, they won't notice. But if you're in a smaller class like me, like all my classes are pretty small, if you do those things, your teacher will notice you and the teacher will know who you are. So there's no introduction needed. That's just crucial. Like, do not skip class. I need to say that again. Do not skip class. Do not skip class ever. Unless you're sick, of course, unless there's an emergency. If not, go to all your classes. Do not skip a single class. Sometimes the weather, oh my gosh, thunder and rain and hail, sleet, snow, like if it's like that, like no, I'm not walking out in that. No, especially if, you know, you're a girl who doesn't have a car walking around campus. No, you don't have to do that. But again, if that's not the case, go to class, don't skip. Also, towards the end of the semester, when you have to create your schedule, your class schedule for the next semester, always get advisement from your counselor about your schedule. Do not do it yourself. And crucial, make sure you have your curriculum. Follow the curriculum that you started with the year that you came in. So make sure you have a curriculum. Make sure your counselor advises you on the right classes to take for your major so that you can graduate college on time. Just make sure you only take classes that are on your curriculum. Do not take any classes that are not on your curriculum. So depending on what you're majoring in and what type of career you're pursuing after college, I'd recommend doing internships. Do as many internships as possible because really grades don't really matter in college. After you graduate college and you try to get a job, employers do not care if you got a 4.0. Employers do not care if you graduated summa cum laude. They could care less about that. They care about your experience. They care about how much experience you had and how many internships you did and your connections and the people you know. That's really what it's about. It's not about your grades. And this is not me saying to slack off with the grades and get D's and C's in every class. No. And depending on what career you're pursuing, I'd really recommend doing an internship. Do an internship in college. And as far as tests go, try to make an active approach to studying. Do flashcards. Flashcards help really well for tests. Or try to join a study group with the other people in your class so that you guys can help each other study for the test. As far as your major goes, if some of you're incoming freshmen, or even if you're about to be a sophomore and you have no idea what you want to major in, don't put too much pressure on yourself to try to figure out what you and your major is or what you want your career to be. Like, it's okay if you don't know right away what you want to major in. You don't have to have it all figured out at once. You don't really need to know what you want your major to be until like your sophomore year. And it's okay if you want to switch your major. You might have to be in college a little longer, but as long as it's something you really like, is really the important thing. As long as you have like general direction of what career path you want to go to, I think that's important. And if you have a hard time deciding what that general direction is, figure out what you really like. Figure out what you're interested in. Figure out what you like doing. Figure out what topics in school interest you, and figure out what major you can pursue out of that. Don't freak out if you don't immediately know what career you want to pursue after college. It will come to you, trust me. When I started college, if you would have asked me what career path I wanted to pursue, I would have said either I don't know, or I would have said a journalist. And me right now, I have no desire to be a journalist. You might think one thing now as a incoming freshman, but by senior year, it could completely switch. So again, don't put too much pressure on yourself to figure it out. It will come to you, trust me. As college goes on, as you take different classes, as you experience different things, it will come to you what career path you want to pursue. So for me now, I'm doing YouTube. So this is what I want my career path to be. And if you would have told me my freshman year that, oh, you're gonna have a YouTube channel, I would have been like, whoa, absolutely not. But now this is definitely the career path that I want to pursue and make a full-time job. And I didn't figure that out until my junior year. Don't put too much pressure on yourself to figure it all out at once, because it will come to you, trust me. As far as making friends in college, I would just say, if you don't know anybody going into college, I would say try to join as many clubs as possible. Join a sport if you're into sports, or just participate in school events and school activities so that you can try to meet as many people as possible. Make friends with people who add value to your life. And like I said in the high school video, be friends with people who help you excel in college, who are on the same path as you. Don't be afraid to leave your comfort zone and to do things that you're not used to doing, and trying new things. Because that's what college is all about, trying new things and figuring out what you like and figuring out what you don't like. So as far as dating goes, I would not recommend dating your freshman year, girl or guy, especially if you're a girl. Do not date a senior. Do not date a senior. They're gonna graduate soon. They're gonna leave. You can maybe go on a date with them, but do not go falling in love, getting into a serious relationship with a senior if you're a freshman. That's just setting yourself up for disaster. Don't do that. Don't fall for it. Really, a lot of guys, most guys in college, they just wanna, in college, they're not looking to get into anything extremely serious. Some of them, not a lot of them. Most of them just really want to, So unless that's what you're into, go for it. But if you're not into that, don't fall for it, because some of them will try to trick you, make you think that that's what they want, but really that's not what they're into. So if you do want to get into a relationship in college, I would say wait until your sophomore year. At least when you're in your sophomore year, you have a feel for the campus, you have a feel for the guys at the school, and you can weed out what guys are serious and which ones are just playing games. Nothing extremely serious, no falling in love with people, just again, try to get used to life in college. Focus on your work, focus on your studies, focus on yourself more so than anything else, especially your freshman year of college. Oh, and as far as parties go, never go to a party by yourself, especially if you're a girl. If you don't know anyone to go with, don't go. Or at the very least, go with your roommate. Just never go to a party by yourself. Be smart about it. Don't do too many substances. Don't get inebriated too much, especially if you're with people who aren't like your friends, because you never know what can happen. So just stay on guard at all times if you're going to a party. As far as money goes, budget as much as possible. Don't spend money on things you don't need. And if you don't have enough money, I would recommend trying to get a part-time job if you have a car. If you're going to school out of state and you don't have a car, then get a job on campus. You can get a job on campus. And if you want to make extra money. And I think it's important to make time for yourself doing things that you enjoy, that's separate from school, that's separate from class, separate from homework, that makes you happy and brings you peace. Doing things that just genuinely make you happy. And as far as clothing goes, just be chill. You don't have to be fancy. If you go to HBCU like me, who will tell you like, oh, people are just so fancy. No, people are just so chill. When I went to college, I thought people were gonna be dressed fancy, and all I had was rompers and sundresses. I had nothing chill. So I had to like call my mom and be like, oh my God, I don't have any t-shirts. Like, she literally had to go to JCPenney's and buy me some t-shirts because I had none. I literally didn't have a single t-shirt. It's really just t-shirt and jeans. My roommate, she literally went to class every day in workout outfits, literally. But yeah, just be chill. You don't have to do the most. Unless you're kind of like me, who kind of just likes to look cute and kind of likes to like dress up a little bit. You could do that. It'll be, depending on what state you're going to college in. If you go to Louisiana like me, it's hot during the summer, so don't do too much. You don't have to wear makeup to class. Nobody cares. Nobody's looking at you like that. Don't wear makeup to class if you're going somewhere that's hot during the summer. No one cares. You're going to sweat it off anyway. Just be chill. You don't have to do the most. Nothing fancy, nothing over the top, really. But I would say bring like a dress or something if you're a guy. Something that you would wear to church, basically. just in case you have an event that you have to go to that's dressed up, or if you want to go to church one day, or if you have a presentation in class and the professor requires you to dress up. Oh, and as far as laundry, make sure when you put your laundry in the washer or the dryer, set a timer on your phone so that you know when your laundry is ready. Do not leave your laundry past the time, because that's rude. And someone will take your laundry out of the washer or the dryer and they will set it somewhere. They will do that. It's happened to me a couple times. They will move your stuff and you don't want people touching your stuff, especially now during COVID. Set a timer on your phone for your laundry so that you'll know when it's ready and when you need to go to the laundry room and get it. Also, I think it's pretty crucial to find some time to work out during college, especially if you're not playing a sport. If you just want to stay in shape, a lot of colleges have gyms. Go to the gym sometimes, or if you don't want to do that, go for walks around campus. I do that all the time. Go for walks around campus, take little walks, and just, that'll be your little workout for the day. I think that's important. Make sure, because you don't want to, lose yourself in college and gain a whole bunch of weight, or the freshman 15. You don't want that. So just try to work out. Any times you have a free moment during the day, just do a little workout. It'll help you. So overall, my overall tips on how to survive college is make as many connections as you can and try your absolute best in every single one of your classes. Go to class every day, do not skip class, participate in school events, school activities, do as many internships as you can depending on what career you're pursuing. Just try to make the most of your experience and really just try to have fun, because that's what it's all about, really. Enjoy yourself and have fun. Yeah, those are my tips and tricks on how to survive college. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you like the video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, share the video, and turn on my post notifications. Make sure to follow me on Instagram at Cameron_Martin_. Stay tuned for my next video. I love you so much if you made it to the end of this video. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.